Alright folks, step 1, get your Jenkins and Ansible in sync. Think of it like introducing two tech-savvy friends who need to work together. SSH Access, that's the secret handshake. Once they are acquainted, Jenkins can tell Ansible what to do, and automation magic happens. Let's make sure everything works smoothly, because nothing's worse than tech that refuses to listen. I'm Amelia James, a technology expert with 13 plus years of experience designing and delivering human resource management systems that actually work for people. I specialize in building scalable integrated HR platforms that streamline processes, enhance employee experience, and give leadership real-time, actionable insights. Imagine Jenkins as the hyper-efficient manager and Ansible as the hands-on worker. Jenkins says deploy that app, and Ansible jumps right in. No manual labor, no late-night debugging sessions, just pure automation bliss. These two tools are a dream team for anyone wanting reliable deployments without pulling their hair out. Why bother integrating Ansible with Jenkins? Well, unless you enjoy manually deploying software at 2 a.m., this setup is your lifesaver. It ensures deployments are fast, reliable, and consistent across all environments. Plus, who doesn't love efficiency? Less manual work means more time for coffee and fewer surprises. Before we get to the exciting automation part, let's set the stage. First, install Jenkins and Ansible, because no software, no automation. SSH Access is crucial. It's how Jenkins gives instructions to Ansible. Secure authentication ensures no rogue commands disrupt the process. And finally, check the network, because if they can't talk to each other, automation is just a dream. Welcome everyone. Let's kick things off by setting up Jenkins to work seamlessly with Ansible. First, we need some essential plugins. Think of them as the glue that binds these two together. Then we'll install Ansible on our Jenkins server so they can shake hands properly. Of course, security is key, so we'll configure credentials to keep things locked down. Finally, before we get too excited, we must test the connection, because nothing ruins a good mood like integration issues. Now that Jenkins and Ansible are best pals, we need a structured way to get things done. A pipeline. We'll break tasks into clear stages, ensuring smooth automation. You can write the pipeline in two flavors, declarative for simplicity or scripted for more control. We'll make sure our playbooks run right inside Jenkins, because manual execution is so last decade. And because life isn't perfect, logging and error handling will help us stay sane. It's time for action. Instead of manually triggering playbooks, let Jenkins do the heavy lifting. Dynamic parameters ensure flexibility, because nobody likes hard-coded nightmares. We'll monitor execution to ensure things aren't crashing and burning behind the scenes. And the cherry on top, verifying a successful deployment, because celebrations should be backed by results. Ah yes, the inevitable hiccups. No worries, verbose logging will be our eyes and ears. We'll also explore common integration errors so we don't scratch our heads too much. A little patience goes a long way, so retry mechanisms ensure we're not giving up at the first sign of trouble. And finally, debugging tools will help us hunt down issues like a detective solving a mystery. We've laid the groundwork, now let's scale up. Ansible helps define infrastructure as code, giving us control over configurations. Jenkins pipelines handle deployments, so we never have to do the repetitive work manually. Consistency is key, so automation ensures uniformity across environments. And when the workload grows, our setup must scale smoothly. Let's talk best practices. Version control is our insurance policy, because losing work due to accidental overwrites is just tragic. Secure credentials and sensitive data, because we don't want unwanted surprises. Performance matters, so optimizing execution ensures our automation doesn't slow to a crawl. And finally, updates, because running outdated tools is like trying to win a race in a broken-down car. And that's a wrap. We covered how Jenkins and Ansible can work together to automate infrastructure, the magic of pipelines, and best practices for seamless integration. With automation, we save time and reduce errors, because who doesn't love efficiency? But remember, the tech world never stands still, so continuous improvement is key. And if you're hungry for more, I'll leave you with resources to dive even deeper. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us.